Alright, so yeah, I'm watching this video by Ice Age Farm. Is a good channel. He really goes into things regarding the supply chain, the agriculture, food supply, things of that nature. And he has a video he just posted called "Brace for Impact," quote unquote, about to get much worse. And the section that I was just listening to here is called "Now You Must Eat GMO," which he's going into how the globalist elite, which are the House of Esau, Amalek, so-called white man, he is engineering food shortages. He's pretty much blaming the animals, animal agriculture, to blame for the fact why food shortages on the rise. Because if you've been paying attention, they're talking about that's a spirit. I was about to say they're talking about shortages with chicken shortages, and I was just thinking about gas shortages for some reason. And then I look across the street, and one of my co-workers sent out a text talking about gas shortages, and she's standing right there. But anyway, it's saying how there's a shortage of grain and chicken, and this is what the enemy is doing. He's causing mischief. He's manufacturing these shortages so that he can justify bringing in more GMO products, more lab meat, mystery meat, etc. Right? And it's the spirit, because as I was about to do this, I just got an alert. Where is it at? I just got an alert from the Louisiana camp saying they're live. It says pestilence hit, now cometh famine. You see? So the pestilence is here, now the famine is here. All right, let's get, and it's a very good video. He's going into how pretty much he made a point about how he's reading a book about how in China there was a famine, and they pretty much made it to where Beijing and in the city they had the food, but the people on the outskirts and the rural areas they were cut off, because somebody was saying, well, I don't see the shortages in the city. It seemed like everything is okay. And he's saying how they'll purposely do that because so shit won't hit the fan so quick, because they know it's gonna hit the fan in the cities quicker. So they'll make it seem like everything, they'll make a concentrated effort to fill these cities' shelves up, to make sure there's supply in the stores in the city, while in the rural area or in the suburbs and on the outskirts and shit, they already seeing the effects of the shortages, right? But this is Jeremiah chapter 28 and 8. It says, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. Right, and that's what we prophesied of, the evil, the bad times, the war, the pestilence, right? But also the famine, because the Lord said that was going to be a sign, of his second coming, that there will be famines. St. Matthew 24 and 7, for nation shall rise against nation. We'll start at 6, and ye shall have wars and rumors of wars. And that's all that's in the news. I just read I just seen an article that said it's a civil war brewing in France. Like, all you see is war in the news, man. It says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So we just at the beginning of these sorrows, man. Right? Now, I wanted to get Proverbs, the 4th chapter. Proverbs 4 and 16, it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall. And that's these devils. All right, they don't sleep well unless they bring about mischief, unless they bring about confusion and madness and chaos, man. So yeah, man, this shit about to go down, man. This shit is about to go there, man. Cause people are real docile and shit when it comes to this whole pandemic shit. But wait, when them shelves start getting empty, man, like the scriptures say, it's gonna be friends turning against each other, like enemies. All right, let's get that. 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, verse 22. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, and the trumpet shall give a sound when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. All right, people gonna start panicking. They ain't gonna know what the fuck going on, right? At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies. And that's the point. All right, people are really about to about to square up against another foot because of the lack of bread, man. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 18, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. And here it is, you got Ice Age Farmer, him and a lot of his followers. These are preppers. These are people who are preparing, and they call themselves hiding themselves from the evil to come. And they think that they're using wisdom, not knowing if they're not of the elect, it's not gonna profit them. But look at the comments, man. These are, like he said, his following is pretty intelligent. They pretty on top of this shit, David Wright said, I've seen a lot of people freaking out over the cost of lumber because lumber is going up. Everything is going up right now. As a 12-year-old sawmill worker, let me tell you what's really going on. The mills are not getting the logs to produce at a rate necessary, not because of trucking of lack of loggers wanting to work. It's not because of economic reason, as I have heard many economists saying. It's all due to a fact that environmental groups have held the industry hostage through court litigation. As soon as we get loggers in a harvest to cut, environmental groups run and slap a stop work order. Within a week, the loggers... Damn, this is a lot. Hold on. Scroll down a little bit. This is a created situation. And as it is now affecting the market to this degree. Just a year ago, lumber was running about 1,000 board feet. Today, the price is at 1,086 1,000 board feet. It's a socialist strategy introduced by men to break the industry. Don't let them try telling you otherwise. Look how they plowed under crops last summer. Now food prices are doubling up. We have to stand up together to end this game. See, y'all ain't gonna end it because what's happening is the plagues have been sent. All right, this is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai sending the plagues. 2nd Ezra 16, verse 5. It says, plagues are sent unto you, and where is he that may drive them away? May any man drive away a hungry lion in the wood, or anyone quench the fire in stubble when it hath begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer? The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away, man? So it's the Lord sending these things, man. See? We always hear them telling us, for hope, this is for the greater good. We need to stop these. Yeah, man. Look at this. Renee O'Day says, years from now, around dinner tables across the world, parents will guilt their children into eating their dinner with the old phrase, there are kids in America starving that would love to have this meal, man. And that's fucking beautiful, man. Because I know growing up, my mom used to say that shit. Hey, there's kids in Africa, she'll make them nasty-ass vegetables in here because you used to eating all sugar and shit, so you don't want no vegetables. And then she telling you, hey, there's kids in Africa that are starving, that love this, and you ain't get it then, but now you understand that shit. You missing a few meals, you be like, shit, you eat anything, man, and that's what's happening. The Lord is about to make this place absolutely famished, man. He's about to bring America totally down low, man. Totally down low, Oh, look at this. Anthony Grizel, someone needs to point out that when, not if, the shelves are empty and you are growing food, they, quote unquote, will come for it. Remember, your government loves you. That's right, man. And if it ain't the government, it's going to be other people. We just read that. Oh, here it is. My father-in-law survived the Chinese famine. And that's what the Ice Age Farmer was talking about, the book, talking about that famine that went on in China, where they made sure that the people in the cities ate and everyone else, they had to get it how they live. Right. So Sink or Swim said, my father-in-law survived a Chinese famine. He had to eat the bark off trees. God damn. Today he is still completely aware of the dangers of no food. He always has a garden. He does not waste any food. He would cry about a bountiful crop or the loss of a plant. It must have been horrific, man. And that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying, man. The Lord is the one that brings famine, right? Let's get Lamentations, the 4th chapter, man. This shit is going to be fucking horrific, man. Lamentations 4 and 9. They that be slain with the sword are better than they that be slain with hunger. For these pine away stricken through want of the fruits of the field. Man, and hey, and what's gonna happen when this happens? People are gonna start cannibalizing each other. The hands of the pitiful women have sodden their own children. They were their meat in the destruction of the daughter of my people, man. You see? So this shit about to happen again. Jake about to be out here eating their kids, man. See, verse 11, the Lord have accomplished his fury. He have poured out his fierce anger and have kindled a fire in Zion and have devoured the foundations thereof, man. The Lord about to, the Lord about to bring this shit again, bro. Jake about to be out here, because Jake don't have a fear of the Lord. And then on the carnal level, Jake don't know how to survive. Jake don't know how to grow shit. Jake is completely pacified, you know, through Babylonian wine, man. And Jake is a sitting fucking duck out here. And we all sitting ducks without the covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Look at this. Liberty Watch says, I'm rural and you are correct. We were out of eggs, bacon, frozen vegetables, and potatoes for months. We are still missing many items, and all I can hear from the big city dwellers when I mention it is, oh well, our shelves are stocked. Oh my God, bro. This shit about to be intense, bro. Ice Age Farmer and David Dubain are two of the most important people we should be paying attention to. We need to support them because we need them. They not only know what's coming our way, but both men and problem solvers, and can lead us in the direction we need to be going. LP said, I worked at a Walmart a few years ago. I was shocked at all the prepackaged crap people would buy. I used to think these folks would starve to death in weeks if they had to actually prepare food themselves. Yes, sir, man. Hey, the day of the Lord, man. The day of the Lord, man. The sword and the destruction draw off now. Starving people make lousy neighbors. Getting stuff is one thing, keeping it is another. Hey, man, the world gonna learn to fear the Lord one way or another, bro. And all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai to us for getting it now. We fear the Lord now, man. The Lord ain't got to show us the plagues for us to fear. We fear the Lord now, man. Lord willing, the Lord is going to remember mercy in his wrath. Let's get that. Habakkuk chapter 3 verse 1. A prayer of Habakkuk the prophet upon Shigionoth. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. That's how we were when we heard the prophecies. We became afraid, right? O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years make known. In wrath remember mercy. And that's the point. You know, when the Lord bring his wrath on this earth, man, we pray that the Lord have mercy on us. You see? The Suez situation was just a warning to the world. They drop hints here and there before the next big thing happens. And this shit gonna hit the world suddenly, bro. This shit is gonna be so motherfucking sudden. Let's get Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47. We're gonna get verse 8 and verse 9. It says, Therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. That's going into you proud ass Americans. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thy enchantments, man. You see? For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it hath perverted thee, and thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Again, that pride of you Americans, you never thought that you would face trial and tribulation. Verse 11, therefore shall evil come upon thee, when thou shalt not know from whence it riseth. Damn, where did this come from? How did this happen? You see, and mischief shall fall upon thee, and thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Man, this thing is about to hit Babylon sudden, bro. And all of the signs are leading up to saying it's going to be mass unrest, mass shortages with gas, food, all types of essentials, man. You know, shit, even the EMP, the power can go out, the money's going to fail, man. You know, 7 years of plenty of 7 years. Let's get that. 7 years. Put that in Genesis. Because Babylon has had its 7 years of plenteousness, man. You know, which 7 years represents perfection. This is Genesis 41. 25. And Joseph said unto Pharaoh, the dream of Pharaoh is one. God hath showed Pharaoh what he is about to do. The 7 good kind of 7 years, and the 7 good years of 7 years. The dream is one. And the 7 thin and ill-favored kind that came upon them are 7 years, and the 7 start at 28. This is the thing which I have spoken unto Pharaoh. What the Most High is about to do, he showeth unto Pharaoh. Behold, there come 7 years of great plenty throughout all the land of Egypt, and there shall arise after them 7 years of famine, and all the plenty shall be forgotten in the land of Egypt, and the famine shall consume the land. You see that? So when that famine come, they gonna forget about all the times that they had everything. Everything was plenteous, man. And they showed you that in the movie The Book of Eli. You know, Denzel Washington, the one who played Eli, he said that, you know, he was telling the young lady about how the world was before the apocalypse, and he was saying that people had more than enough, man, and people took it for granted. You see? Matter of fact, to back this up, let's go to Sirach, the 11th chapter. Let's read 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come from the Lord. Right? Now let's go up to 25. All right, Sirach 11 and 25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. Right? So when you're doing good, you forget about the days when you ain't had shit. But it says, and in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So, hey, the day of affliction is coming for this world, man. All right, the Lord is about to bring massive judgment on this earth, man. He's about to make these people forget about the days when they was walking, you know, with their head stretched forth, thinking that it was all about them. You see? Jump up to verse 27. The affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deed shall be discovered. Let's get Isaiah real quick. I'm just flowing through the spirit. Isaiah 13. Let's get verse 11. It says, and I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible, man. You see, so the scriptures are speaking, bro. The scripture says that the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. See, and this is our time, Lord willing. Verse 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You know, Ophir was where King Solomon would send men to bring back resources. You know, if I'm not mistaken, he was sending the Canaanites to bring back gold, etc. And I think Ophir would actually be speaking about the Americas, if I'm not mistaken. My brother can correct me if they come across this. But yeah, man, the Lord is about to make his elect men, you know, precious. They're about to be tried through the fire, and they're about to shine and have all those impurities removed and be like refined gold. You know, so hey, we got good things to look forward to, man. The Lord is making good on his word, and the Lord is about to ultimately deliver his elect up out of here, man. So all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. We don't have nothing to fear, man. Just let the Lord work and let the Lord show his power. All glory, all honor, all praises be unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace, mercy, salutations, and grace to the house of David, the hopeful elect. My fellow ministers out here pushing his truth in the utmost sincerity, diligence, and faith. All right, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom.